Right, believe it or not, we're going to build another shed. We like a shed around this garden. So we bought an Outbacker stove, or actually the Outbacker oven. So we're going to do a little review on this. This is the same as the stove we bought earlier, but with the oven side by side. So let's give it and go and see what this is like. This was £229 from original Outbacker stoves. I didn't buy the EcoBurn one. I don't know if I've done wrong or right, but I think I read that they soot up more, so I didn't buy it. In here, looks like we have got the free included flashing kit, which you get with any stove. Don't really need it, but it's free, so you're going to have it. So we'll put that to one side. We'll lift this out of here, and then we'll use the box. In fact, I'll split the box down. So there it is, upside down. So let's put it the other way up. If that will make any difference, I don't know. So there it is. My trusty Swiss Army knife that's been there for Christmas. Oh look, another piece of ply like last time. Nice bit of ply. I didn't buy the bag for this one. So you have got a side bit with it. The usual instructions, they're not bad. Some polystyrene, like that. Another bit of polystyrene. Let's get the lightweight foam off it and see what we have. Oh, that's not coming off well. Let's get to the bed. Keep it off how we do it. Right, so there it is. So we'll get stuff out of it first. Must be a knob to go in there. So we've got the flue, which I think goes in upside down, but I'm going to have to look at that for the water. So you get a spark arrestor. 1, 2, oh, it's short and long on this. More short. Ah, it needs to be short to get in the stove, of course. They thought that. So there's all the flue pipes. Oh, there's more flue pipes. More flue pipes incoming. So, flue pipe, they're stainless steel. Flue pipe. Flue pipe. Flue pipe. Get a little roasting pan, a little roasting grill. The handles for here, I suspect, and another flue pipe. Then you get the little Jubilee clip that if you want to secure the flue pipe high up for wind, you get that. Then you get the important bit. It's coated out, which is the ash pan and the glass for the door and the fire tape for the glass. We'll do that in a minute. Right, so to do the little handle on the oven door, you have it, that would be open and that would be closed. It has to enter from the bottom. So with it open, I suggest you would have your little handle like that, and then with it closed, you would have your handle down. So they provide you with some little sprung Allen keys. So let's put them on. I thought it was bent wrong, but it wasn't, so don't go bending it out. Drop this, tighten this up. It's got a spring, so tightening it will be good. Like that. Closed. Open, closed. And obviously some glass to go on there as well, which is nice. See your chicken cooking. Right, so the handle on this one similarly starts from there as closed, he says, and this open. Right, so from there we would start it there, and that's closed. Angle's a bit funny, right, but so there you've got your door for your fire, and that's the door for your oven. Fire's not huge, but it will do. And there's your air adjustment for the fire. The glass got to go in there and the glass is in there, and you've got a temperature gauge. That's where your chimney goes out. You've got this bit that you take off, which I don't ever take off. But yeah, so, oh, and the legs flip up. We'll put the legs up. Legs on them, just flip up like that. Do the other side. Make you flip. And there it is. The Outbacker oven, 229 quid. We did not go for the eco burn, that's another 50 quid. And there's all the flues for it. So let's get the glass in. You get a little ash pan, some sides in there. And probably leave it hooked over, I don't know. No, you don't leave it hooked over, it's not all the way in. So that will close. Lovely. And there's your glass in here. Hope it's not broken, it doesn't feel broken. I always find these Outbacker stoves really quite good. I'm not sponsored by them. Oh, no glass. Aha. Aha. I didn't forget. There's the glass for that. It's always got an interesting hue to it, that glass. So I don't reckon you put fire rope on this. It doesn't say in instructions. But we'll go with doing this one first to see how that one goes. Yeah, so that's a much clearer glass. I suspect that's not quite the same fire capability. Right, we'll forget to fit in this. Put the glass in for the oven. You just undo those two brass nuts, slide it in. There's little retainers there. I'm pretty certain that don't have fire rope. I don't think there was enough, but we'll see. We'll do the oven door, which does have fire rope, and then if it's needed, we'll put some on there. But I don't think it is, because it's an oven, not a firebox is quite small. Do the door, you take all the little brass nuts and clips off, and then you stick your tape, this stuff which has disappeared, I'll find it in a minute. There, stick that down there and down there and then there on the edge, so it goes like this. Does stretch a bit, but they're a bit tight and they don't give you much, so don't waste it. So there's the glass in. You tighten these up with a pair of pliers or a small spanner. You do it not too tight, tightish, but not too tight so the glass doesn't move. And I thought I would share this with you. That is the length of the bit of rope that you've got to spare that Outbacker give you. So clearly, yeah, don't put it on there. But come on, Outbacker, give us an inch longer than that. Right, now to burn it, to get the stinky stuff off, the sort of paint. You always do an initial burn before you use it to get the paint and other stuff off. We'll take it down the bottom for that. Then we're going to cook some sausages or big pigs in blankets.
Right, it's not that heavy, but quite heavy, so he's moving it in a wheelbarrow to save his back.
Outbacker need to note, they give you the spark arrestor which goes inside something, obviously much higher. So that means that when the rains hit that, it goes inside there and inside the pipe and down to your stove if it's in a permanent-ish installation. You need to make this, Mr. Outbacker, so that flanges over the top and then your kit will hold it. But there is an answer, you just buy a different wrong way up. Let me just think about this. I think that goes there. I'm not going to erect the whole height of it, obviously, because we don't need it for this burn test. So that goes on there. Make a certain height. That goes on there. That goes on there. So all these pieces are running outside, which I think they should. Inside the tent or building, it don't matter. Outside it isn't bothered, is it? So we'll put that one on there. We've just got loads of these for this purpose. I'll put it up in the tree. Right in your face. So that one on there. How many more do they give me? Oh, I might be short of what I need to do, but we'll soon find out. one more on there, then we'll put the double one on, and then for this purpose all we've got in it there. This is a full height. We will put. We love these little firelighters. They're sort of waxed wood shavings. There's Irwin doors coming back down, and they really do light a fire well. Let's get some more sort of wood in there. So there it is lit. Irwin doors is going to take the little stink for a walk. Chimney's puffing away. Coming in here, should have put it one bit taller, twit. And if I can still do that if it's not too hot. Let's have a quick go. Always do this initial burn because outside, because in a minute you'll start to see fumes coming off here. It isn't smoke, it's sort of burning off the paint and things used in the manufacturing process. And you don't want that in your building tent or what otherwise you're doing it, lighting it in. So always do this first. Yeah, you could be fooled for thinking that's smoke, but it isn't because it's coming from places like this. Temperature gauge hasn't moved yet. Wouldn't do yet. Takes a while to get up to oven temperature, I reckon. 229 quid this was. This is not the Eco Burn. That's 279 quid, and at the moment you get that free flashing kit. You can see the burn off. I'm not going to call it smoke because it's not coming from the wood. The burn off coming from the surface of the stove. You'll start seeing it coming from the edge in a little while, and the oven isn't moving yet. I hope that soon starts to move. I haven't cooked the sausage in there yet. The glass is lovely. Never underestimate, if you buy one of these sort of stoves or camping stove or log burner or anything, make sure you get a glass in it. They don't all have it. Pay the extra because it is so therapeutic just sitting watching that glass, that fire through the glass. It really truly is. I actually changed one out that didn't have a glass for one that did. Cost me a few quid, but it's so worth it. When you're doing this burn off to get rid of the stuff, make sure you open your oven every now and then, because look, the burn off will whapped out of there as well. Is it warm in here? Oh yes, there's some warmth in there, not hot, but there's some warmth. If you do get one of these or any stove like this, make sure you use pretty dry wood. Old, if it's damp or not seasoned the wood, it will make smoke so everything up and won't burn well. Hardwood is best. I haven't got hardwood at the moment, but that is best for it. But yeah, good seasoned dry wood is what you want. It's still burning off, but it's encouraging. Look, the temperature's starting to move. The temperature's up to about 150 degrees. No, it's up to about 75 degrees C. About 160 Fahrenheit, I think that is. So yeah, that would start cooking something. The oven temperature's climbing up. Fire's going well. Obviously you can adjust the fire with this dampener here. I'll just put it to halfway. See how that goes. But all seems to be good. It's still burning off. You can see from the surface. See what's in the oven. A big waft come out of the oven. Yeah, there has. Don't really want that deer in your food, so let's get that burnt off. Well, you're starting to see it getting hotter. There is burn off smoke coming from the sides and all around the oven, but you do have to do this. This stuff smells and you don't want that indoors, you want that outside, whatever thing you're going to put this in. Even our main log burner, which we couldn't of course do this in because it's so heavy, you know, we had to open all the windows and do a burn off. They're all like it. They all have to bake on the paint, I think. I think probably this first burn has been, I reckon, an hour and a half, and you can see that it has actually, the oven is nicely up to temperature. I've been putting wood in. Hasn't burnt a lot of wood, to be fair. I would say 2 shoe boxes full, maybe a little bit more. And the oven, if you open it now, it doesn't really smoke anymore, so it's burned off most of the stink in there. I will burn it a little bit longer just to finally do it, but as I say, this is important to do this because that really isn't nice, and I don't think it would be nice in your food, that particular smell, or the burning off sort of chemically smell. But it's mostly done, so always remember to do that. you get any sort of stove. So many thanks for watching, and we'll do another video when we do our first proper cook in it, I think.